We say see you later to Niue, an absolutely beautiful island in this vast Pacific Ocean. Fantastic people, warm, hospitable, it has everything going for it. It's an absolute jewel. On this passage we have company, a lovely Swedish couple, Sylvia and Bernhard, on the yacht Quo Vadis. This passage from Niue to Vava'u in Tonga is approximately 255 nautical miles, so we left late in the afternoon with the plan of spending 2 nights at sea, arriving early on the second morning. It was time to try and catch some fresh fish for the next couple of days. We couldn't believe how productive the fishing was in this part of the world. Count to 10 and we had all 3 rods loaded up with fish on. The first fish was very small. It came on board very quickly. It was released unharmed. I believe it was some kind of sea bass. The second fish was a very different story. It had taken a long run, pulling line, which looked like it had gone back over the horizon. It took a long time to get this one back up to the back of the boat. This was about the stage where I made the call. We had a really good mahi-mahi on. It was time to get the gaff ready. This same fish gets called mahi-mahi, dorado, or dolphin fish, which has nothing to do with dolphins. Depends on what part of the world you come from. Take note of the successful first shot on the gaff. I don't do that very often. This one kept us in fresh fish for the next couple of days. The first one and the third one were all released unharmed. Our track on this passage would take us past the Capricorn Table Mount and over one of the deepest pieces of water on planet Earth, the Tonga Trench, at 35,700 feet or 10,900 metres. It's a long way down. We had to slow Anacam down on the second night, so we arrived in Tonga in daylight. Navigating our way around all of the hidden reefs and all of the traps is a team effort, with Annie directing me which way I had to turn. It didn't take long and we had our anchor down in the beautiful bay at Niue in the Vava'u group in the Kingdom of Tonga. After we made clearance through customs, passport, biosecurity in Niue, we went around to the beautiful Port Morel, named after the first European visitor, Don Francisco Antonio Morel of Spain. In 1781, he anchored his ship here in this same location. We jump in our dinghy, McKenna, and head in to this beautiful white sandy beach. Every time we come into a beach in the dinghy, we put the anchor out, so when the tide comes up, the dinghy doesn't float away. We both have our spray jackets on, as there is quite a few heavy showers about. At this point in time, we were the only two humans on this beautiful deserted beach. We did catch up with some friends of two buddy boats, Oddity and Nora J, John, Debbie, Paul and Jane, who we decided to take a stroll up this very muddy, very slippery trail across the island from Port Morel. This is Kappa Island. There are over 50 islands in the Vava'u group here in Tonga. Back in McKenna, heading back out to Anakam for a lovely hot shower. The very next morning, we motored the 11 nautical miles back around to Niue for some civilization, provisions, and to catch up on some Wi-Fi in one of the many restaurants there, the Bounty, the Tropicana, were just to name a couple of them that we used to go into. Every morning before sunup, we were listening to this beautiful sound of song drifting down over the bay at Niue. It didn't take long to work out where this beautiful song was coming from, so with a group of other yachties, we went to church. We discovered that there was not one single musical instrument in this church. We found their beautiful voices so moving, we went back 2 Sundays in a row. Every time we were up in this part of Niue, we kept seeing this old sow with a heap of piglets in tow. We nicknamed them Bacon, Crackle, Roast, and so forth. Can you spot Anacam out there? It's the white one with the mast on it. We take a bus ride across the island for a traditional feast.
All the grotty yachty stepping up.
Beautiful cruise, excuse me.
Oh. Well, we better get back. What are we doing here?
We have arrived at the Enolo Beach restaurant for our traditional Tongan feast. Absolutely beautiful. Annie enjoying a pre-dinner cocktail served in a coconut. Our host giving us the welcome.
Here because in that way he was sponsoring the only botanical garden in Tonga. I got my land when I was 80 years old in 1954. And you are required by law to plant your coconut trees, 200 in your 8-acre block. And my father dug the holes and I planted the nuts. That's when my life started here. By the time when I was 8, I have never been outside of Wawau. I have never seen a map of the world.
We, the guests, came from all over the world. The food was absolutely delicious, and quite a few of the cruises fronted up for seconds. After dinner fun with people we have never met before. An absolutely magical place. And to think it was only a few days ago we sailed in from Niue past this location. We take an after-dinner stroll, up past the next little headland, onto the next beach. Could you imagine building your home here, having to put up with these views every day? This beach is made up of a lava flow from the last volcanic eruption where it hit the water and cooled. As they say, all good things must come to an end. We have absolutely loved our time in this beautiful part of the world. We take Anacam over to the Customs and Quarantine dock, where we prepare to clear out through passport control. Once cleared through passport control, we can purchase fuel without paying tax on it. Up to the Harbour Master's office, where we pay our port dues and get all of our boat papers in order, ready for the next country. And just as we were getting ready to cast off, another vessel came in, a boat we had not seen since Tahiti. We cast off, we get underway. We say see you later to Niue, see you later to the Vava'u group, and see you later to the Kingdom of Tonga. We navigate our way around and through this absolute maze of islands. Thank you for watching this amazing part of our journey, and hit the like and subscribe buttons to watch further episodes from Anacam Productions. Life's obstacles are quite often the stepping stones of new adventures. It doesn't matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Remember, if you have never failed, then you have never lived. You will always get what you settle for.